Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? How is life? How is everything? My previous video I talked about when we got into the UK. So as soon as we got into the UK, went to the house, settled in, and then in the next 3 days, according to what my employer told us, that we should go to the post office to get our BRP, which we did. And on getting there, they said, oh no, it doesn't come as quick as that. You have to wait for 10 to 14 days, which is like 2 weeks, and that's when it will come back. Imagine coming to the UK with not so much money and you have to wait for 2 weeks before you start working. But let me even tell you the truth. Couple of people are in the UK that have been here for 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 5 months, 10 months, 2 years, that haven't even lifted a penny from their primary place of work. So please be mindful. I will take you back a bit. Be mindful of the sponsorship you are taking. Always ask them, is their job? Don't come to the UK and struggle. My sister, the struggle in the UK is not for faint-minded though. See, you will struggle because you need that job for everything. You are paying so many bills as a tier 2 worker. As you are on a tier 2 visa, you are paying so many things. So you are paying for road tax, if you have a car, insurance, you are paying for, in fact, the list is endless. So imagine paying for all these things and you don't have a job. So you are expected to work like 30 to 40 hours depending on what's on your sponsorship, and then you are supposed to work another 20 hours elsewhere. So let me go back before I start taking you on a journey. I'm so passionate about this. So we went. After that, you are supposed to get your DBS. So your DBS check is like a police check, like now, before coming we did a criminal check. So this is like a check to see if you've ever done anything like that. That takes like 10 to 12 days, another 10 to 12 days that you are supposed to stay without working. And in those days, you are supposed to be doing courses that will be given to you by your company. So we did all the courses, because without the courses you are not allowed to work. You have to do all your moving and handling, fire, emergency, you name it. I would do another video to tell you the required courses that you are supposed to do when you are coming into the UK, or when you are in the UK, required courses that you are supposed to do, right? So after that, and your care certificates here. So after getting your DBS, getting your BROP, another thing, your courses, after getting that, another thing is to do your right to work. All those things they are very easy. Your NI, that's your national insurance, and the rest of them before you are given job. My dear, let me come to the real story now. After we've done all that, the weather is one thing I did not envisage. Like, the weather was so bad when we came 2022. The weather was minus. It got to a time it was -8. Hey God, I almost crashed my life. And one thing I don't know, people are not saying it enough. People should get jackets. You see jackets, we got here, we went to all the charity shops just to look for jackets. And God, without working. What I used to do then as a domiciliary carer, now, mine is not going to one place to work. I was moving from one house to another, so I have to double up. I was padding myself. So I wear like a dress, a vest, a dress, another t-shirt, a cardigan, and I'll still wear my jacket on it. And still, when I come back in, I will be freezing. I will put on the heater to the highest point just to be able to to survive. My people, it wasn't easy. Well, it's not still easy now, but then it is better than before. So it is a struggle, but you will survive. It's a struggle that you will survive. Over time, you get used to it. Now, the weather is not still the best, but I've gotten used to it. So the weather is one thing that it's still a struggle. So then you start learning in the job. You start learning in the job. Like for domiciliary now, you have to shadow somebody. When you're shadowing somebody, it means that somebody will go with you to the job, show you how it's done, and then you learn from the person. You learn how to do like personal care, how to do oral care, how to respond when you're spoken to. You know, sometimes the way they speak and the way we speak are kind of different somehow. Don't worry, I will do like a communication thingy so that you understand. There are some things you don't say here in the UK. There are some things that are not allowed, like saying sorry. Sorry is like admitting that you did whatever it is that you're sorry about. Yeah, so those are some of the cultural shock we came here to meet. But on the long run, I am 2 years plus in the UK, still doing domiciliary, and is one of the domiciliary is now one of the part of care that I love the most. The fact that you are your own boss, the fact that you go into a service user, provide your care, come out and you take a breather. You don't have to be in one place for hours upon hours, and domiciliary care is so sweet if you're driving. So I hope that you come back, and then I'll tell you more about domiciliary. My next video, I will be talking about just domiciliary care and how it is different from every other care. Thank you very much for coming. Do have a lovely day. Bye.
Okay, let's go.